The emergency session of the Galactic Council convened in chaos. Ambassador Thelnox of the Vacrian Empire slammed 3 of his appendages against the podium, his bioluminescent skin flickering angry crimson. 3 cycles, he screeched. 3 cycles since the humans vanished and our shipping lanes are under constant siege. Where are the human peacekeepers? Where are their patrol fleets? Council Chair Mivara, a towering crystalline being, attempted to restore order. Her voice resonated through the chamber like wind chimes in a hurricane. The humans withdrew from council space, as was their right under Article 7 of their right. Thelnox interrupted. They abandoned us. No negotiation, no transition period, just gone. Jessica Chen sat in the observation deck of the UHSF Wanderer, watching the council chamber feed with grim satisfaction. Her coffee had gone cold an hour ago, but she couldn't look away from the spectacle. Beside her, Commander Jack Morrison leaned back in his chair, arms crossed over his chest. Think they've figured it out yet? Jack asked, a sardonic smile playing at his lips. That they treated us like attack dogs for 2 centuries? That they only valued humanity for what we could kill? Jessica's voice was bitter. No, Jack, I don't think they've figured it out. The feed showed another ambassador rising, a Selkath trade representative, their aquatic features distorted with distress. The Krill raiders have destroyed 14 of our colony supply ships. The humans always protected the outer colonies. We paid our council dues. Where is our protection? Jessica and Jack had been there on the day humanity announced its withdrawal. Jessica, as Earth's chief diplomatic officer, had stood before the council and delivered humanity's final statement. She remembered every word, every shocked face. For 247 years, she had said, her voice steady and cold, humanity has served as the council's military arm. We've fought your wars, protected your trade routes, and bled on 1,000 worlds. We asked repeatedly for a seat on the security directorate. We were denied. We requested resource allocation for human colony worlds. We were denied. We proposed mutual defense training programs. Denied. The council had shifted uncomfortably. They'd heard complaints before. You've treated us as mercenaries, not members, Jessica continued. You pay us in credits but deny us voice. You call upon our soldiers but ignore our diplomats. Today, humanity withdraws from the Galactic Council. Effective immediately, all human military forces will return to human-controlled space. All defense pacts are hereby dissolved. The silence that followed had been deafening. Now, 3 months later, the consequences were cascading through council space like dominoes. Jack pulled up a tactical display, holographic markers showing the current state of the galaxy. Red zones had multiplied like a virus. The Krill have taken 23 systems. The Vormacht Confederacy is expanding into former neutral zones. And look here. He pointed to a cluster near the Sagittarius arm. The hierarchy is mobilizing. All predictable, Jessica said. We told them this would happen. The memory played in her mind. The classified briefing she'd given the security directorate 6 months before humanity's withdrawal. She'd brought Jack, fresh from the Outer Rim campaign, to explain the military reality. Jack had been blunt. Gentlemen, beings, representatives, you don't maintain peace in this galaxy. We do. The Council has 847 member species. Exactly 3 have significant military capabilities. The Vacrians, the Cathrel, and humans. The Vacrians haven't deployed outside their own borders in 60 years. The Cathrel fleet is designed for defense, not power projection. He'd activated a star map. Every pirate, raider, and rogue state in this galaxy knows one thing. Attack a council world and the humans come. We're not the council's military. We're the council's deterrent. Remove us and you'll see what happens. The security directorate had thanked them for their input and denied humanity's petition for representation. Again. On the view screen, Mivara was losing control of the chamber. Dozens of ambassadors were shouting simultaneously, each demanding solutions to security crises that had erupted in their sectors. A junior analyst approached Jessica and Jack's observation post. Ma'am, Commander, you're receiving a priority transmission from Earth Central. Jessica accepted the call. Admiral Rodriguez appeared, her weathered face severe. Chen Morrison. The Council is requesting, scratch that, begging for an emergency meeting. They want to negotiate humanity's return. Jack snorted. Let me guess, they'll offer us full membership benefits, retroactive compensation, maybe even a seat on the security directorate? All of that, plus concessions that would have been unthinkable 4 months ago. Rodriguez's expression softened slightly. They're scared. The galaxy's burning and they're just now realizing they don't know how to fight fires. Jessica felt no triumph, only exhaustion. What does President Okafor want? She wants your recommendation. Both of you. You know these people know what humanity's invested in the Council. Jack stood, pacing to the viewport where the vast expanse of space stretched infinite and cold. 247 years, Admiral. Generations of human soldiers. Millions of casualties. We kept their peace, protected their prosperity, and they treated us like expendable assets. I know, Rodriguez said quietly. Jessica joined Jack at the viewport. Somewhere out there, Council worlds were suffering because humanity had withdrawn its protection. Pirates raided with impunity. Warlords carved out territories. The great machine of galactic civilization, oiled by human blood for 2.5 centuries, was grinding to a halt. But whose fault was that? Tell President Okafor, Jessica said slowly, that we'll meet with the Council. But make something absolutely clear. Humanity doesn't come back as the Council's military wing. We don't return as peacekeepers. If we return at all, we return as equals, with full voting rights, security directorate representation, and autonomous control of our military forces. And if they refuse? Rodriguez asked. Jack turned from the viewport, his expression hard. Then they'll learn to fight their own battles. Maybe that's a lesson the galaxy needs to learn, that peace has a price and respect isn't negotiable. The transmission ended. Below them, through the observation deck, Council chamber descended further into chaos. Jessica watched species who'd taken humanity for granted now panic at humanity's absence. We're going back, aren't we? Jack asked. Probably, Jessica admitted. But this time it'll be different. This time they'll understand humanity isn't for hire. We're partners, or we're nothing at all. In the end, the Council had learned what the rest of the galaxy always knew. Humanity wasn't special because they could fight. They were special because they'd chosen to fight for others. And when that choice was disrespected, humanity had done something no other species had the courage to do. They'd walked away. The end.